Top 10 things to do in Norway. Norway's landscape can easily be summed up in one word: stunning. From the steep cliffs of the Glacier fjords to the tranquil seaside villages of the islands, Norway is one of the most geographically diverse countries on the planet. Spend any amount of time taking part of these things to do in Norway, and you'll see why it's a destination that you won't forget for years to come. 10. Njords Cathedral. The Njords Cathedral has stood in Trondheim for over 1,000 years and remains one of the most important cathedrals and pilgrimage sites in the country. The facade of this Gothic cathedral is intricately carved and depicts many historical and religious figures in the archways. You'll also notice the beautiful stained glass windows, including the western-facing rose window. 9. Bryn. Stacked side by side, the charming, colorful houses in Bergen are quintessentially Norwegian. Located on the eastern side of the Vegan harbor, this historic portside village is a wonderfully preserved example of 14th-century Norway. The 62 buildings in the Bryn area are painted in different colors ranging from bright red to glowing yellow. Many of these homes were converted to shops, restaurants, and museums over the last few decades. 8. Preestolen. The steep cliffs of Preestolen are guaranteed to wow you with some of the most panoramic views you've ever seen. It extends almost 2,000 feet above the sparkling Lysefjord in southern Norway and offers unparalleled views of the Ryfylke Valley and Kjerag Mountains. To reach Preestolen, you'll need to embark on a 3.7-mile hike, which can be difficult and steep in some parts. 7. Ozberg Ship. Learn more about Norway's rich Viking heritage with a trip to see the Ozberg Ship in the Viking Ship Museum. This 70-foot longboat is believed to be one of the best preserved artifacts from the Viking era. You can still see the distinct carvings in the wood along the bow and stern, as well as the steering oars and iron anchors. 6. Svalbard Wildlife Safari. As the world's most northernmost settlement, Svalbard is a destination to spot some of the county's most fascinating wildlife. By booking a wildlife safari, you'll be able to see a variety of Arctic creatures that roam through this polar region. Besides wildlife, Svalbard is also a popular destination for viewing the northern lights from November to February. 5. Josted Bryn Glacier. No trip to Norway would be complete without a visit to Josted Bryn, the largest glacier in Europe. Nestled between the Sognefjord and Nordfjord, Josted Bryn is actually relatively easy to reach, thanks to the many protruding arms that sprout from the center. Whether you're hiking, kayaking, or simply admiring the jaw-dropping view, Josted Bryn Glacier is worth a visit during your trip. 4. Tromso. The charming city of Tromso is a perfect destination for both city lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. Despite lying north of the Arctic Circle, Tromso is considered to be the thriving cultural capital of Norway. Between the plethora of museums and churches, as well as its proximity to the fjords and mountains, Tromso remains a popular destination for visitors. 3. Borgens Stave Church. Unique is one word often used to describe the Borgens Stave Church. This wooden church was built in a triple stave style more than 800 years ago in the village of Borgen. The site of the church is awe-inspiring, with its dark wooden panels are juxtaposed against the rural pastures of the countryside. Although it's no longer used as a church, you can still visit the Borgens Stave Church to learn more about its history. 2. Lofoten Islands. For a bit of peace and quiet, head off the beaten track to the tranquil Lofoten Islands. Located far above the Arctic Circle, the Lofoten Islands are lined with peaceful villages, rolling hills, rocky cliffs, and bobbing boats. During your visit to the Lofoten Islands, you'll have plenty of choices when it comes to outdoor activities. Not only can you hike, ski, raft, and scuba dive, but you can also spend your days surfing picture-perfect waves off the coast. 1. Geirangerfjord. The picturesque Geirangerfjord will take your breath away from the very first time you lay eyes on it. The lush green hills and the bright blue waters are truly one of Norway's most stunning landscapes.